Good morning here in partially sunny Southern California. I'm down here once again helping my dad with his health issues. He's getting better. Thanks for everyone who's asked. Yeah, down here in my stomping grounds. This is the border of Agora Hills and Westlake Village. I'm kind of on the Ventura County, LA County line and the foothills. Gonna do this hike to show you what's called the super bloom, if you've heard of that. Down here in California, we got these massive wildflower blooms from all the rain they got this year. If you look up there, you can see that orange up there. I'm gonna be hiking up that way. And then my subject this morning, besides the super bloom, is talking about lease space and square footages. So we're gonna talk USF versus RSF. This would be kind of like a little leasing 101 class. Everyone talks, I guess, when they ask questions is about lease structures, like triple net, modified gross, the full service lease, that kind of stuff. But this 101 will be an RSF versus USF, and I'll talk to you tomorrow when I get on the trail over there. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to carry on my conversation here. I have not reached the California poppies yet, or at least where you can see them really well. Except I did show you a little segment that I walked by. That was pretty good along this trail side. But there's all these, like, I don't know if they're lupine or what, but and lots of wild mustard, so it just provides a lot of color. And I'm talking here because I'm not on a incline. I'm kind of flat here. Well, not breathing hard. But anyways, like I said, my little segment here is on what's called USF versus RSF, usable square footage versus rentable square footage. So usable square footage, we're talking about, and think of a lease listing where lease space is advertised. So if it's advertised as so, sometimes they'll just say square footage, but there's a difference between USF and RSF. And USF is simply the usable square footage, which means if I've got a 10 by 12 foot space, say an office room, that's 1,200 usable square foot. You occupy or get to occupy all of that space. Pretty simple. So where it gets a little bit more skewed is on the the RSF, the rentable square footage. And that's where we end up including common space areas. So, for example, I have an office building in Washougal where I got lease space, and I'm advertising it on usable square footage, but the rentable square footage is quite different. So, our RSF would be including common area spaces, such as bathrooms, hallways, lobby, reception area, snack room, break room, lunch room, whatever you want to call it, those kind of things. So let's just say what the calculation is for that is what's called a load factor. And let's just say we have a load factor of 25% and we have 100 square foot space. Well, you multiply 1.25 times that 100 and you get 125 rentable square foot, which includes the common areas, as opposed to usable square foot, which is that physical space of 100 square foot. So it's important to understand that, because when you're looking at things, you may think, oh, I'm getting 125 square foot space, when the usable space, which you need to put all your items in, say, is only 100 square foot. So that's why I wanted to kind of clarify that. I'm doing a lot of lease spaces now, and I like to sell to business owners. I like business owners to own their space, but sometimes you got to get started, and leases are the way to go, or for different reasons. You got to preserve your capital, whatever it is. So I'm helping a lot of people with leases all of a sudden, and getting quite good at it. And so I just wanted to spell that out. Oh, one other thing to point out is that when you're talking about the load factor, people can come up with a number, but they use what's called the BOMA standards. And I won't go into details on that, But basically, it's architects and engineers calculate out that space that is the common areas. So it can be easy to be skewed or misadvertised or misrepresented. So you want to make sure that you are getting the proper RSF number. So sometimes landlords or even some brokers don't fully understand it. So it's good to know going in what you're actually going to be leasing. So anyway, that's the lesson for today. And I'm gonna try and find these flowers and I'll get you more of that. But I'm just kind of going through a bunch of thick brush right now. So anyway, we'll find those flowers. You'll see it. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm gonna gab here a little bit longer because I found some more flowers along the trail here. So I'll walk through here for a minute. I walked on, when I talked to you last, I was down there, walked along here, over here. You can see up on the hill, there's a big patch of poppies way up there. It's not, the color's not perfect for this right now. I thought it would brighten up a little bit. But anyway, here we go. So yeah, hey, going back, got any more questions on that stuff, let me know. I'm also going to attach a YouTube video that I poached off some guy who did a really good, more articulate version of this than I did, but he's sitting at a boring desk. So I kind of like to do this. I don't want to be at a boring desk, but he definitely gives more detailed info. So I'll put that in the link below or whatever, comments, whatever it is that I post this at. And then anyway, so there you go. Oh, back up in the open. So yeah, I'm gonna go on that trail. Can't really see it. That's the big one, the big bloom. I'll put pictures up in this video of that I caught yesterday. And that's where I started, down at those baseball fields, which is part of the YMCA. Anyway, here we go. This, once everybody puts all their Instagram pictures and put the location, this place is gonna blow up, but I'm the only one out here this morning. No one else, just you and I. Anyway, that's it for today. Have a good one. I'll see you back in the rainy Northwest.